Hello, Gladiators. Welcome back to another episode, I guess. All right, let's see what we've got to talk about today. Right now, I think I'm just going to be mining up some resources. Today is just going to be going down and exploring the mine shaft we found yesterday, actually. Go ahead and build up a pillar to show that's where my mine is. Just help me get some layout of where I am most of the time. I wonder what we're going to talk about today. I've got a few things I've got in mind. Nothing too concrete. Yeah. There's a story that I've been thinking about since I told the quiz bowl question about chicken nuggets. I was up in the state. We got to go to a museum, an art museum, the day before the tournament started proper, and it was really nice. I got to see one of my favorite paintings, Nighthawks. It's a beautiful painting. I can't remember the name of the artist right now, but there's also a parody of it called, I want to say, The Boulevard of Broken Dreams. I'll go ahead and give you context for what the painting is itself. So it's a couple lonely people sitting in a diner. That's the original Nighthawks. Something interesting that the parody work did was actually that it took famous people who had died who had died earlier than their time. I think it's James Dean, Elvis, Marilyn Monroe. There's one more I can never remember, but he ended up passing a little bit too young as well. And it's just Hellwine is the name of the artist of the parody. I'm glad I remembered his name. We've actually got it sitting up in my house. Actually, it's down right now. I think it's actually right behind where I record. But it was a good day. We also got to see O'Keeffe paintings. Those are very interesting. If you've never seen O'Keeffe paintings, some of them have biological inspirations. There's one very cool one that is this where I mined? No, this wasn't where I mined before, but there's free iron. So that was really good. And we got through the whole museum, and we ended up going to the gift shop at the end. And I found they were selling a book on Mayan mythology, and I really do love mythology. I think just hearing all the stories from different cultures is it's very interesting. Just all the hero myths that are popular everywhere. And so I pick up this book on Mayan mythology. And I'm the mythology guy for our team. I know a little bit. It's a little bit of a rare mythology, but it could come up. I could possibly answer a question about it. First round of the tournament. One of the questions starts going into mythological figures with this relation, and it started talking about one of the stories that I had read in that book the night beforehand, and it was the story of Hunahpu and Xbalanque. They are called the hero twins in Mayan mythology, and what they did was they went to the equivalent of the underworld to rescue their father. And so they start going through the description of their trip through the underworld, the different lords of the underworld that they defeated. And I was like, oh, I recognize this. I read this yesterday. And I buzzed in, and I think I said something along the lines of like brothers. And I once again got prompted. And I was sitting there like, I don't understand. Twins. The salient factor was twins. So I answered that, and we ended up getting it. And that was there's just so much that you pick up in everyday life if you're looking for it. And what is it called? It's there's a certain like psychological effect where once you learn about something, you start seeing it a lot more often. And that was definitely one of the cooler descriptors of that for me. Just out of all the books that I could have chosen, out of all the things that I'd picked up from going to that art museum. Okay, how do I get out of here? Let's go ahead and do the underside. Can't get any lower. Hey, too many blocks. Yeah. But yeah, that was a very fun visit. We went. That was I think that was in Chicago. That was a really nice place to be. Little too much city life for me, but they got some options on entertainment and museums. I'll give them that. And at least the hold up. We've got so much stuff. Let's go ahead and hatch your children. Ah. I think this might be out of date, or my information might be, but isn't it if you throw eggs at chickens, they have an increased chance to spawn the little babies from it? I can't remember. But let's see. I was looking for the mine. That's what I was doing. But what was another? Oh, just wanted to let you guys know my, I guess what my upload schedule will be. So I work Mondays, Saturdays, and Sundays, 12 hours each day. So probably won't be able to upload on those days unless I record ahead of time. I'm really hoping to. But, sometimes things will get in the way. Sometimes I'll have other stuff to do that day, so I won't be able to get as many videos out as I'd like to keep everyone updated. But, is this it? Is this where my mine is? Yes! Okay, let's go ahead and build up a pillar to it. Really let myself know in the future where this is going to be. But yeah, so my upload, I guess, schedule would probably be somewhere along the lines of working Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and trying to do uploads daily for the rest of the days. And if I can, record a little bit ahead of time for other things. Yes, here's the mine shaft. Do I have a sword? Got an axe. Yay, do have a sword. Got full armor. Got plenty of food ready to go. Alright. Ooh, torches. Torches would be a good thing to make. Let's see what's in here. But yeah, just wanted to let everyone know on that update schedule. As well as Thursdays. Those are kind of big days for me for in terms of things that I like to watch. There's this one podcast that I listen to. It's called the Magnus Archives. And it is a... I know what I needed to make. I know what I should have made. But it's a horror podcast. And it is a fantastic series about the things that we're afraid of, to be honest. It's these little ideas. It starts with, this archive collects stories that people tell them about supernatural things that have happened to them, and they just document it. And that's how the series starts out. I'm okay with giving up that spoiler. And then through the course of listening to it, you kind of realize things aren't quite right. Too many details are too plausible. Like, the stories all make sense. The events that happened seem to maybe not happened as provable as way as many of the people who told their stories would, hope that it would be confirmable. But, ooh, we got a Minecraft chest. Mineshaft chest. My bad. But that's where it starts. It is, I think, wrapping up now. Loyalty. I don't even. There's so many enchantments I don't seem to know. Rails. I can take rails later. Beetroot seeds. I'll go ahead and take. Let's go ahead and drop off. Rotten flesh. String I don't like. Drop off this pile of cobblestone. Diorite. Get rid of the leather cap. I don't need it. Still got to be able to grow sugar. We'll be able to get tons of saplings. Just go ahead and open up the inventory a little bit. But yeah, that's what I like to watch. At least in between my own, what I find on YouTube and my YouTube recommended pages. And then after that, at nights, I get to watch Critical Role. It's not quite podcast, but it's a live stream show of professional voice actors playing D&D. And it is fantastic. If you've ever been interested in D&D, I would highly recommend. Now, these are almost professional D&D players. They are outrageously good at their craft. It is very very much almost professionally made show, but it's all improvised. They get to play their characters and see how each of them evolve, and it's fantastic. I would highly recommend it. I would recommend, I guess at this point, Campaign 2 has a lot more episodes than Campaign 1 did. But my starting off point was Campaign 2. That's where I would personally recommend people start off, just because it's my favorite. It's the one I got exposed to first. But it's very fun. It's a lot longer. While Magnus Archives is 25 minutes an episode. The Critical Role is about 4 hours an episode on average, I would guess. It is. They take their time. It is not a story you can go through quick, but it is very much worth it. Got plenty of iron around here. It's nice. I was looking for gold though. But those are what I like to listen to. Those are really good. How about you guys? You guys got any good TV shows or podcasts to listen to? There's another one, kind of in a similar vein to the Magnus Archives. I think it's called Archive 81. And that one is, this man gets hired to just listen to some old tapes for historical preservation. And similar ideas for Magnus, start to realize things aren't quite right with the tapes. But that's where I'll leave it off at, just because that's really all I know about it. I've only listened to, I think, 10 episodes. They've got a similar length to Magnus. All of these, I think, are available on like Spotify or the Apple Podcast, if you have them. Magnus, I know, is available on YouTube for the most part. It's a little bit behind, but they've still got well over 160, 70 episodes ready to go. And they are currently wrapping up. They said they were going to end at episode 200 at time of this posting. They're at episode 194. It just came out this morning. I had just listened to it before starting up recording. Oh, behind the scenes though, trying to set up recording was being a little bit of an issue today. My software kept on crashing when I tried to load Minecraft in and out. But I think I fixed it. I think what the problem was I didn't put Minecraft to this screen. Save and quit to title. That way there's no updates that the game is trying to do while it's trying to be recorded. Go ahead and start the recording software and then go back into Minecraft. So yeah, that's what the stutter is at the start of a lot of my episodes. Just me starting up the recording, getting back into Minecraft itself, and then saying hello to everyone. So we got a pretty good amount of resources, nearly a stack of iron. That's nice. Jump too soon. What's down here? Start lighting this place up a little bit more. Oh, yeah! Man, I'm finding a lot of stuff that I don't normally find when I'm playing on my own. It's really nice. It's I don't think I've really come across a dungeon spawner by myself. This is gonna be fun. I've come across them before, but normally it's when I'm playing in like multiplayer worlds with my friends, and they find it, and I come in after they've already looted everything and seen all the cool stuff first, and I'm just happy I get the first look now. Let's see what's in here. Easy on. How many of you guys are in here? It's supposed to be the spiders' territory, not y'all's. Let them have their moment. You rarely get to see them. Unless I completely misread it and that was a zombie spawner. Go ahead and look before we get too much further in. There's so much iron. But yeah, that's some of what I really like to watch. Let's see. I got a list of topics to talk about on my phone here now. Let's see. Oh yeah, I guess updates for helping you guys piece together what happened in the intervening years. Okay, so that is a zombie spawner. What happened in the intervening years between when I last uploaded and when I came back to it? Sir, I'm trying to make sure no more of you guys spawn in. Thank you. They're behind me, aren't they? Okay, maybe not. Alright, well, go ahead. We'll save this for later. Hopefully find it. We can make an XP farm out of it. But yeah, the intervening years, I became a lifeguard. I was a lifeguard for 2 years. That was really interesting. Yeah, I got to learn some water rescue stuff for pools and everything. Learned some pretty good life skills. One of the things I'm kind of proudest about from my time as a lifeguard is, when I was younger, I had a little bit of trouble managing symptoms of ADD when I wasn't medicated. Getting Vyvanse, and that really helped. But it was also one of those things where at the end of the day, I was kind of drained just from being so focused on so much throughout the day for school. And it really took a lot of energy out of me. But once I got the lifeguarding job, I really had to make a choice, Either I was staying medicated all through the summers, which I never liked doing, so that I could focus on my job, or I could really learn how to manage it. And for me, it was the willpower to have the choice, I guess, to not need medication when I wanted. That was really something I desired. So I was able to power through that. Oh man, my last year's lifeguard, it was so they would give us about 25 hours to work during the week, and I was available for morning and night shifts a lot of the time when a lot of people weren't. So at the my second year, okay, let's see if we can find our way back home. At the end of my second year, I was getting there were some weeks where I would get the morning shift where I would wake up at 4 o'clock, go to work at 4:30 a.m. Be a lifeguard for, I want to say it was only like 2.5 hours. It was I think I would go until like 7 or 8 o'clock, so maybe 3.5. Is this another one? No, this is the same one. But that was really nice because it was there would be only like one or two people in there, or it'd be a class of like aerobics, water aerobics. So I'd be able to, I would only have to keep my eyes on them and make sure they were all right. Okay, so it's not down here either. I get so twisted around in mazes. It's, if worse comes to worse, you can always just dig right up. Okay, so found that. I think I would have been right here. Yeah, and then this little alcove. Sweet. We can go back up, start setting up our furnaces. I think maybe next episode I'll start up a mine. But yeah, so I would have the morning shift, and then that same day I would have the night shift, which was staying until 10:30 p.m. And I lived about 15-20 minutes away from work, so I would get back home at 11 o'clock. And my next shift would be scheduled for the morning shift again. So I'd be working, I would be working after, I guess what it would be like, 5 hours of sleep? And that was an interesting time. Dude, I'm trying to cook. Like, I understand you like to trade. It's a fun thing to do, I understand. I really do. But yeah, that's some of what I've been up to in the intervening years. I think while we wait for this to cook, it's been a good, 20, 25 minutes? Actually, wait, maybe it's been a little bit less than that. I'll keep going. Let's see, do I got any bones? I got no bones. Need to find some bones. Well, I guess we'll go ahead and start making a chest just to store all our stuff in. Maybe make ourselves a house. What do you say, house and a farm? It's I could recreate myself this house. I like it. I like it a little bit. I think I'll be spending the next episodes doing that, setting up a home for myself in this village, and not not taking over everybody else's house. I will need one more sheep though. I need a bed. I'm sorry to tell you guys, but I do need a bed. Aw, let him out. I'm gonna tame that wolf. Make him mine. Hello? Anybody here? Hey. Oh, this is a town of, I guess, not even blacksmiths, just blast furnace owners. It's the local hobby. Alright. You will not be sacrificed today, sheep. You will live a long and prosperous life. And I will have plenty of wool for sleep. Although, I will need a couple of these. So, I think I'll go ahead and craft this bed, end it with what really is the most important part of having a bed. It's making sure it's the classic bed. Get that red dye on. Oh man, oh no, how do you make it? Okay, thank goodness. For some reason I thought I might have needed like 8 wool and surrounded the dye with it. But where are my wooden planks? Did I get rid of all my... There they are. Ooh, blind for a moment. Ah, the classic bed. Everybody's favorite. But I think that's where we'll end it off. We've got, what is this, 100 iron cooking now? It was a profitable mine. But yeah, I think that's where I'm gonna end it off today. Good talking to all of you. I think next episode we're gonna head and I think I'm gonna go ahead and record that now. Talk about some ideas for streaming I might have. Oh wait, yeah, that was actually one of the things I wanted to talk about. I might be streaming over on Twitch. I'll go ahead and put a link in this. I'll probably be over there in an hour or two, which should be after this video is done rendering. And I'll probably be on Twitch for maybe an hour or two, playing Risk of Rain, Binding of Isaac, stuff along those lines. Visit some old games I haven't played in a while. It's gonna be fun. So I hope to see you guys there. Have a good night.